It's time now for the Peter Chell 11 o'clock news for the Saturday night, April 18, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here at your 11 o'clock news at 9 here. In our top story at 11 o'clock, here is GOP presidential hopefuls turned up their attacks Saturday on Hillary Clinton, taking turns pounding on the 2016 Democratic presidential frontrunner during a party summit in New Hampshire. Green Day takes its rightful place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The public can have confidence in the security arrangements of Anzac Day ceremonies in Melbourne, the president of RSL, Victoria, says. In Washington, the International Monetary Fund's member nations on Saturday warned of the risk of global economy from exchange rate shifts and geopolitical tensions as they took note of moderate global growth and uneven prospects. In Kabul, the Islamic State, or a military group linked to it, has been claimed responsible for a suicide bombing in eastern Afghanistan on Saturday that killed at least 34 people and injured 125, according to a statement that it is believed to have been sent on behalf. In Johannesburg, South Africa, South African President Jacob Zuma canceled a state visit to Indonesia on Saturday as officials scrambled to respond to deadly xenophobic violence with scores of new arrests made in Johannesburg. The Islamic State group claimed that credit on Saturday that a bombing near the U.S. consulate in Iraq at Tanis Kurdish region a day earlier killed 2 Turks. Pope Francis joined Italy and President of the European Union on Saturday to do more than to help the country cope with rapidly mounting numbers of desperate people rescued in the Mediterranean during journeys on smugglers' boats to flee war. So much noise and so yet little knowledge. It's rather amusing to see how many Pakistanis are celebrating the prominent resolution of remain neutral in the Yemen conflict. Investigation continues in a northwest Fresno, California gas explosion. In Anchorage, Alaska, the lives of a black bear and 4 cubs that have been feasting on garbage in an Anchorage neighborhood will be spared after the governor asked the state fish and game commissioner whether they could be moved. Owing to rising gas prices and housing costs, consumer prices in the United States have increased for the second consecutive month in March. Bahamian and R&B singer Johnny Camp, best known as 1988 Party Anthem, has died Thursday, April 16th in Jamaica. Researchers at the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom have found changes in color and acquisition of fluctuations in ambient light, intensity prerequisite to the appropriate biological timing with regard to the solar cycle. On Friday, Pfizer was given a clean. Bill of Health in the first U.S. trial claiming that the antidepressant Zoloft can cause birth defects in children who are born to the women who are taking the drug during pregnancy. Health experts are concerned about the amount of nicotine exposure teens will get from electronic cigarettes. And take a look at New England alerts here at 11:03. Fitchburg, Maine, Massachusetts. Pedestrian struck by a train on Boulder Drive at Cushing and Friendship, Maine. 41 Timber Point Road. Units on the scene for a fully involved trailer fire. As mutual aid to work. Peter Chill News on 11:03. And it's time now for a travel report here. Smooth sailing on ways, byways in New England there. And on the MBTA, all permanent Stoughton line trains late approximately 10-20 minutes through an Amtrak single permanent Attleboro. All right, let's take a look at our weather situation here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11 o'clock. 43 degrees at temperature with first skies. Humidity 86%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 3.04 inches. Dew about 39 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Okay, let's take a look at current conditions raining in the region here on this late Saturday night at 11 o'clock. It's 44 degrees out of Boston, 49 in Pittsburgh, 47 in Bedford, 42 in Beverly and Gloucester. It's 47 in Lowell, 53 in Worcester, 59 in Sturbridge. It's 57 in Webster, 54 in Milford, 48 in Norwood. It's 45 in Taunton, 45 in New Bedford and Plymouth, 46 in Falmouth, 43 in Provincetown, 47 in in Chatham, 51 in Murfreesboro, 51 in Nantucket. It's 50 out in Block Island. It's 66 degrees out in Bridgeport, 63 in New Haven. It's 65 in Danbury, 61 in Waterbury, 67 in Meriden, Connecticut, 69 in New York City, 53 on Montauk. It's 67 in Hartford, Connecticut. It's 61 out in Windsor Locks, Connecticut, 64 in Springfield, Massachusetts, 61 in Greenfield, 55 in Athol, Massachusetts. It is 57 and now. Pittsfield, Mass. 54 in North Adams, Massachusetts, 58 in Albany, New York. It's 52 in Cedar Springs. It's 50 in Rutland, Vermont. 57 in Bennington, 53 in Belleville, Vermont. 50 in Lebanon, New Hampshire. 55 in Keene, New Hampshire. 50 in Jefferson, New Hampshire. 48 in Lucan, New Hampshire. 50 in Concord, New Hampshire. 45 in Manchester, New Hampshire. 49 in Nashville, New Hampshire. 44 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And 42 up in Portland, Maine. Here. And 42 is our water temperature out of the Boston Harbor and off the coast of New Hampshire. Here. And take a look at the surface map. Shows station front from south central British Columbia, stretching down of eastern Washington and northern Idaho here, and merged with a cold front from Idaho, stretching down from Wyoming and down from west to central Dakota, merged with a pink front from north central North Dakota down from western portions of Manitoba here. And we're seeing a warm station from Mexico, merged with a cold front from west central Texas, and stretching into western Oklahoma, merged with a station front from western Kansas, and merging with a warm front from Nebraska, stretching all the way out to northern Indiana, and a merging with a cold front from Ohio, stretching the name through central Pennsylvania and stretching down, hugging the coast of southern New England, merging with a station front off the southern New England coastline at the sea here. And we're seeing a warm front from north central Louisiana, stretching in all the way out to the Gulf States, merging with a station front from the Florida Gulf States in the northern Florida, merging with a cold front off the Florida coastline and the warm front with a low pressure way off the Florida coastline off the Bahamas here. Nope, off North Carolina. And we got another ridge of low pressure from the Florida Gulf Coast and western Louisiana and eastern Texas here. And another ridge of low pressure from west central portions of Texas and central North Dakota here. While we have another low pressure from northwestern Indiana, we'll have high pressure off the Virginia coastline, northeastern Ontario with a cold front up in the northeastern Manitoba and then out for northwestern portions of Ontario here. And we got high pressure in northwest Montana, western Colorado, and we got low pressure in northwestern Colorado with a photobind from the central Oregon coastline down from the northern California coastline here, and another photobind from western portions of Arizona down to the Gulf of California, and another photobind from northeastern Mexico down meeting with a cold front up in the northwestern Louisiana here. And we got a photobind down from the Mexico and then for west central portions of Texas, and a photobind from southeastern Wyoming down for east central Colorado and then for western portions of Kansas, and a photobind from Maine up to the eastern Quebec and way out to the northern Quebec here. And it is 50 degrees out in Detroit, 65 in Pittsburgh, 71 in Washington, D.C., 68 in Atlanta, Georgia, 82 in Miami, Florida, 74 in Brownsville and Dallas, Texas. It's 61 in Kansas City. It's 49 in Chicago, 58 in Omaha, Nebraska, 68 out in Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's 46 in Great Falls, Montana, 64 in Seattle, 60 in San Francisco, 65 in Los Angeles, it's 83 in Las Vegas, it's 66 in Salt Lake City, 46 in Denver, 86 in Phoenix, and 60 out in Albuquerque, Mexico, with a low pressure west central North Dakota here. And take a look at the radar situation here, and it shows some spotty rain showers east of Brunswick and stretching to the south of Augusta, Maine, and a line of rain showers from Waterville stretching up to Bangor and stretching down mid-coast Maine and stretching down from Bangor down for eastern portions of Maine and stretching up to the north of Bangor around Millinocket and south of Holton, and some rain showers of the southwestern portions of New Brunswick here. Rain, sleet, and snow showers of west central portions of western portions of Nova Scotia and stretching out to sea. And up north, some snow in the extreme northwestern portions of Maine and stretching in the north central portions of Maine. Some spotty rain showers around Caribou, Maine, and some spotty snow showers in the northwestern and west central portions of New Brunswick here. And some snow, sleet, and rain showers in the east central portions of Quebec here. And we'll zoom you out a little bit, and it shows some snow showers in the east central portions of Quebec here. And take a look at some rain showers in western portions of North Ghana and some light rain showers in sub-central portions of North Ghana and spotty showers and storms in east central portions of North Ghana and some line of spotty rain showers in eastern Georgia and some spotty showers and storms off the Jacksonville, Florida area, off the Florida northern coast, and a line of heavy rain and a few rumbles of thunder from the Gulf states of Mississippi, Alabama, and eastern Louisiana and western Florida, and stretching, and a line of showers and storms in central and portions of Mississippi and Alabama, and some spotty rain showers in western Tennessee around Memphis and on the northeastern portions of Mississippi here, and a line of rain showers in southeastern Texas and southwestern Louisiana here, and lines of showers and storms from central Texas and stretching down through the Dallas-Fort Worth area and stretching in east central portions of Oklahoma, and another line of rain showers and storms from north central portions of Oklahoma and Memphis, east central portions of Kansas and Nebraska, and a line of rain showers around the St. Louis area, some thunderstorms and stretching up in the northeastern Missouri, and some spotty rain showers in the north central Iowa and Memphis, southern portions of Minnesota, and a line of showers and storms from western and northern portions of South Dakota and stretching in central portions of North Dakota and stretching to western portions of Manitoba, west of Winnipeg here, and some spotty snow showers in the north central New Mexico and stretching in south central and central portions of Colorado, south of Denver, Danforth, Colorado Springs, and Pueblo, and some spotty rain showers in eastern Utah, western portions of Colorado here, and some spotty snow rain showers in south central and southeastern portions of Nevada, and stretching in east central portions of Nevada, and some north central portions of California here. And this is the Dallas area, and this is the same line that spawned lots and lots of severe weather, hail, damaging winds, and that's why many folks in the Dallas Metroplex have no power due to these storms, which are from Bonham, stretching all the way down to Greenville, and Wills Point down for Grand Salina and Kenton. So the Dallas-Fort Worth area had lots of severe weather tonight. So that's why they're in the dark with no power here. Okay, let's take a look at a satellite low chills line of clouds. Coming from the Gulf states, stretching out to the south, mid-south, and coming to much of the southern Great Lakes and down from western Pennsylvania, and line of clouds from northeastern Texas and stretch up into central and northern plains states and coming to much of Ontario and down through Manitoba and down for east central portions of Saskatchewan, a line of clouds from eastern central portions of California and then the northern portions of California, and a line of clouds stretching from northwestern and east central portions of Washington State and coming to much of British Columbia and down for southwestern portions of Alberta here. And line of clouds from northern New England and then stretching all the way up in the eastern portions of Quebec and down and coming to much of New Brunswick and off the Nova Scotia and way off the New England coastline here. And line of clouds coming from the Florida Panhandle and down for the Florida Gulf Coast around Tampa Bay, Florida here. And a line of clouds from western portions of Mexico and a line of clouds from eastern portions of Mexico here. Alrighty, let us take a look at what is forecast discussion around the region here. Parts around the country. There would be and for forecast such around the country, an upper level low over the central high plains moved to the Ohio Valley and get in a lockstep with the upper level of energy over the south central Canada by Monday as moisture from the Gulf of Mexico will move into the Ohio Valley. Then in the Middle Atlantic by Monday as showers and thunderstorms will develop over parts of the central southern plains into the middle Mississippi Valley, central Gulf Coast, and southeast on Saturday evening as the showers and thunderstorms will move into the Middle Atlantic to the southeast and over the parts of the Ohio, Tennessee valleys and southern Appalachians by Monday. In addition, the storm will be produced and stored over the parts of the central Rockies by Sunday morning and will Pockets of snow lingering over parts of the Central Rockies Sunday evening and Monday morning here, as rain will be developed over the northern plains and slowly move eastward to the Great Lakes and Northern Ohio Valley by Monday. Another area of rain will develop over parts of the Mid-Atlantic states on Sunday evening and moving in the northeast by Monday morning. As elsewhere, low pressure over the south New England coast will move eastward out over the Atlantic by early Sunday morning here. The low will reduce rain over parts of the New England on Saturday evening and then with some rain and snow by late Saturday night. And take a look at our forecast discussion around the region here, and it shows Canadian high pressure brings much cooler weather tonight and Sunday as a coastal low develops. A wind swept soaking rain to the region on Monday is milder weather Tuesday, along with a drying trend. Then mid to late week, the trend will be toward much cooler weather, along with some risk of some scattered showers here. And near-term forecast high pressure building in South Africa, Canada will allow for mostly clear conditions and winds will relax across the majority of the region, but a continued tight pressure gradient out over the waters against the departed mid to upper level disturbance will yield some strong north winds in it across the eastern waters, likely to impact the Cape and Announce into the morning, despite the strong inversion as indicated by the ZOZ Chatham Sound, and as in addition to some scattered clouds, expect northwind wind gusts around 15-20 miles per hour in the morning hours and diminishing the thereafter as high pressure continues building the aforementioned system and parts east. Spots across the interior likely to radiate out freshly, but we'll see lows drop down around the mid to upper 30s, but will not be surprised to see a view location by morning reach the lows around the 30-degree mark here. Alrighty, let us take a look at our weather notes here. It will be an overall nice weekend. It will be coolest along the coast and wet marathon on Monday. Providence peaked to 77 degrees today, and tomorrow's highs 50s on the coast and 60s inland. And tomorrow morning's lows will see 30s in the interior New England here. Interior southern New England will see temperatures in the 40s along the Massachusetts and southern Rhode Island and coastal Connecticut here. And first round of showers on Marathon Monday be about 9-11 a.m. and the peak of the rain will be Monday night into early Tuesday. Alrighty, let us take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For overnight, most of the clouds got low about 39 degrees, north at about 6 to 8 miles per hour. Sunday, sun clouds at about 59 degrees. Northeast wind about 5 to 8 miles per hour. Sunday night, increased clouds will low around 36 degrees. Southeast wind about 3 to 5 miles per hour. For Monday, rain night May afternoon. Clouds at about 51 degrees. Southeast wind about 5 to 11 miles per hour. With gusts as 26 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 70%. New pressure minus between a quarter and an inch possible. Monday night, rain low around 48 degrees. At southeast wind about 6 to 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 80%. For Tuesday, showers likely remain before 7 a.m. Mostly clouds have about 65 degrees and chance of precipitation is 6%. Tuesday, forecast got low about 42 degrees. Wednesday, most sun got about 61 degrees. Wednesday, chance of showers. Partly clouds got low about 40 degrees and chance of precipitation is 30%. For Thursday, chance of showers. Partly sun got about 56 degrees and chance of precipitation is 40%. Friday, most of the clouds got low about 36 degrees. And Friday, chance of showers. Partly sun got about 53 degrees and chance of precipitation is 30%. Friday, most of the clouds got low about 37 degrees. And for Saturday, partly sun got about 50 degrees. Here's weather phrase of the night. A splendid Sunday on tap. A little cool, but a splendid Sunday on tap. Peter Channel News time is now 11:18, and it is time for Saturday Night Sports Roundup here. And we're going to start off at Fenway Park, where the Boston Red Sox squared off against the Baltimore Orioles this evening in the second of a 4-game marathon weekend series at Fenway Park here, and it was scoreless for the first 3 innings, and then in the top of the 4th, the Baltimore Orioles got on the board first here in the top of the 4th here. As Manny Machado grounds out shortstop Alexander Bogarts to first baseman Mike Napoli, and Adam Jones scores, makes it 1-0 Orioles here. And Caleb Joseph singles on a chopped ground ball to center fielder Brock Bolt, and that scores Jimmy Prettiers and makes it 2-0 Orioles. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Pablo Sandoval reaches on a fielder by pitcher Chris Tillman, and David Ortiz scores and was 2-1 Sox trail Orioles. And the Sox had plenty of chances from to try to tie it or take the lead, but they couldn't do it as the Baltimore defense and the pitching was stellar this evening here. And top of the ninth, the Orioles sealed the deal on a Chris Davis 2-run homer on a fly ball to left field. That scores Davis and Steve Pearce as the Boston Red Sox lose to the Baltimore Orioles 4-1. As now they fall to 7-4 this season as Chris Tillman got the win to go to 2-1 in the season. Clay Buchholz got the loss to 1-2, and Ray Britton gets the save for the Orioles here. Tomorrow the Sox will send Rick Purcell on the mound tomorrow afternoon 1:35 p.m. against Miguel Gonzalez of the Orioles tomorrow afternoon here. Alright, let's take a look at other scores around in Major League Baseball on this Saturday night here. Top of the 8, it's San Francisco Giants lead the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-1. Top of the 7th, Los Angeles Dodgers lead the Colorado Rockies 4-3. Bottom of 6, Seattle Mariners lead the Texas Rangers 3-1. And the final, it was Philadelphia Phillies defeat the Washington Nationals 5-3. Final tens, the Toronto Blue Jays 6, Atlanta Braves 5. Chicago White Sox thrashed the Detroit Tigers 12-3. Cleveland Indians over the Minnesota Twins 4-2. St. Louis Cardinals 5, Cincinnati Reds 2. Chicago Cubs edge at San Diego Padres the final 11 innings 7-6. Pittsburgh Pirates over the Milwaukee Bucks. Pittsburgh Pirates over the Milwaukee Brewers 6-2. Houston Astros over the Los Angeles Angels 4-0 here. New York Mets edge out Miami Marlins 5-4. New York Yankees shut out the Tampa Bay Rays 9-0, and the Oakland Athletics over the Kansas City Royals 5-0 here. Alrighty, let us take a look at the NHL Stanley Cup playoff scoreboard here on this late Saturday night here. Through one period out in Anaheim Ducks and the Winnipeg Jets no score as the Anaheim Ducks lead that series 1-0 here in the game number 2 Western Conference first round. Tampa Bay ties the series with Detroit at 1 game apiece with a 5-1 victory over the Red Wings this afternoon, while the St. Louis Blues tied up their series with the Minnesota Wild at 1 game apiece with a 4-1 victory over the Minnesota Wild, and the Pittsburgh Penguins tied that series at 1 game apiece with a 4-3 win over the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden tonight. Okay, take a look at the NBA playoff scoreboard here. Washington Wizards over the Toronto Raptors 93-86 as Washington Wizards have a 1-0 lead in that best of 7 Eastern Conference first round series here. Golden State Warriors defeat the New Orleans Pelicans 106-99 as Warriors have a 1-0 lead in the best of 7 series as Stephon Curry got 34 points for the Warriors while Anthony Davis 35 points for the Pelicans here. Chicago Bulls over the Milwaukee Bucks 103-91 as Caron Butler got 25 points in so far. And 3:19 left in the third quarter. Houston Rockets lead the Dallas Mavericks 80-70. Alright. MLS soccer scores here. 41-17 left in the first half. Los Angeles Galaxy and Sporting Kansas City 1-1 the score. Vancouver leading Real Salt Lake 1-0 with 84-35 left in the second half. And DC United Houston down by 1-1 tie. Columbus scooped Lincoln Orlando 3-0. FC Dallas over to Toronto 3-0. And Seattle Sounders over to Colorado 3-1. Alright. Fox News here on this Saturday night. In Oakland, the Golden State Warriors are afraid of Anthony Davis, and they no mistake is how to have Steve Kerr elected at all the things the Warriors coach learned from the great Popovich over the years, the concept of appropriate fear. Buffalo Sabres GM Tim Murray couldn't hide disappointed with a draft lottery results as the Edmonton Oilers take the first spot in the 2015 National Hockey League Draft Lottery. A few days after Urban Meyer's latest contract extension was finalized, almost 100,000 fans came to Ohio State spring game on a sun-splashed afternoon to celebrate last year's national title and get their only glimpse at our next Buckeyes team until September. In Bristol, Tennessee, Joey Logano won an Xfinity Series race for the second time this season with a flawless performance in Saturday's draft to stop Diabetes 300 at Bristol Motor Speedway. For the second time in 3 years, top-ranked Novak Djokovic ended Rafael Nadal's win at the Monte Carlo Masters, overcoming a potent effort from Nadal to reach the final with a 6-3, 6-3 win in Monaco. At the very least, the Los Angeles Kings have an image issue to deal with just after arrested center Jarrett saw the Las Vegas resort fighting suspicious possession controlled substance, which is a felony in Nevada. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Love Talk News on this Saturday night, April 18th, 2015. I'm Peter. I hope you have a good night with a good positive after. Be looking to see you tomorrow morning with a more important night. See you tomorrow morning.